In the modern orthodontic landscape, we're often sold the dream that digital scanning is a simple, plug-and-play solution, a magic wand that instantly modernizes a clinic and solves every bottleneck. However, as clinical leaders and business owners, we have to look past the marketing. Many practice owners find that after the initial investment, the new technology actually creates more administrative ballast than it removes. If you save 5 minutes at the chair, but spend 10 minutes at the front desk manually entering data because your hardware and software don't communicate, you haven't improved practice efficiency. You've simply moved the bottleneck from the operatory to the reception. True integration demands far more than just installing a piece of hardware. It requires rigorous staff, standard operating procedures, and comprehensive ongoing training. The initial time investment must be focused on mapping the entire patient journey, from the moment they walk in to the final data transfer, to identify and eliminate manual handoffs. Without this diligence, your team will inevitably default to old habits, and that scanner will remain an expensive, isolated tool rather than a systemic catalyst for growth. In a lean orthodontic environment, technology must serve the system, not the other way around. To achieve true operational excellence, your digital scanning workflow must be strategically integrated into a seamless end-to-end process. We must view the scanner not as a standalone gadget, but as a single node in a larger digital nervous system that connects the operatory, the front office, and the lab. The first rule of a lean digital workflow is software compatibility. Having to manually type patient details into a scanner's standalone software for every session is a significant waste of motion and time. A high-performing practice requires a direct interface between the intraoral scanner and the practice management software. This essential step, which is so often overlooked during the sales process, is the difference between true data flow and constant data friction. By automating this link, you eliminate redundant administrative labor and reduce the risk of human error. Furthermore, we have a leadership responsibility to prioritize data security and regulatory compliance. A seamlessly integrated system should automate the secure transfer and storage of protected health information, ensuring you meet standards like HIPAA or GDPR without requiring manual verification steps by your staff. This reduces liability and frees up valuable clinical time for what matters most, the patient. We also have to consider the long-term strategic cost of our digital assets. Some providers use a closed, cloud-based model where you are essentially renting access to your own patient records. A lean leader, however, prioritizes an open system that offers clinical flexibility and independence. This allows you to control your digital assets and choose the best lab partners or aligner systems without being locked into a single vendor's ecosystem or facing restricted market pressure. An open architecture is the key to future-proofing your investment, ensuring you can adopt the next generation of materials or software updates as they emerge. While the clinical time of a scan is now comparable to a traditional impression, the real lean advantage lies in the instant feedback loop. In the past, a flawed alginate impression required a total do-over, which was frustrating for the staff and uncomfortable for the patient. With digital scanning, you see a three-dimensional positive image in real time. If the software identifies a tiny hole in the data, the assistant can rescan that specific area immediately while the patient is still in the chair. This instant quality control significantly reduces laboratory errors and eliminates the waste of waiting for a model that might ultimately be unusable. It also serves as an exceptional training tool, allowing the doctor or senior assistant to provide immediate, point-of-care coaching to junior staff on proper technique. This is how we ensure continuous workflow improvement and clinical consistency across the entire team. The high-tech nature of this process also dramatically improves the patient journey. Patients appreciate the reduced gag reflex and the visual confirmation of their anatomy on a screen. This sophisticated presentation enhances case acceptance, as the technology subtly communicates a level of competence and precision that supports your practice's premium value proposition. Ultimately, the true benefit of a scanning workflow is the total elimination of those messy, non-value-adding tasks, mixing alginate, disinfecting impressions, and cleaning spittoons. By stripping away these steps, you create a cleaner, more professional environment that reclaims valuable clinical minutes previously dedicated to ancillary supply management and disinfection protocols. Adopting digital scanning is not just a hardware upgrade, it is a fundamental cultural shift in dental leadership. It requires the discipline to follow new, efficient protocols and the foresight to choose systems that enable open data exchange. Digital scanning is a powerful tool for operational excellence, but only when it is backed by a disciplined, integrated system that prioritizes flow over friction. A well-engineered digital workflow converts potential administrative ballast into sustainable practice efficiency and a superior patient experience. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.